Good morning. This whole time I was just holding my phone right next to me and I realized I'm not doing anything with it yet. So today is the day I go for my wisdom tooth surgery. Technically it's just this one here because wisdom teeth come in two. I'm gonna get the top one removed as well and all the way over here as well. My dentist detected that there's this one over here that's sort of digging into this neighboring tooth. I technically don't feel anything discomfortable, but he wants to get rid of it before it causes any future problems. Above and beyond, there is no way that I could go to sleep. I was falling asleep when I was uploading. I was falling asleep when I was watching a YouTube video, and when I really wanted to go to sleep, I wouldn't doze off. It was about 7 in the morning. The appointment was at 10:45. I had managed to get a little bit of sleep. Why couldn't I have just gotten stuck with a stubbed toe like everybody else? But a wisdom tooth is going to happen eventually in your family, way or another, whether it's going to be absolutely painful for you or just an uncomfortable experience. Honestly, count your blessings that it's just uncomfortable because then it's much easier to sit on until your appointment comes around. I was going to have a banana, but there's only apples here, oranges, lemons, more oranges and lemons. Maybe the bananas went off.
Great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home is just.
They're little chickens!
Oh, they're gorgeous. So I just had 3 teeth pulled up from this side only. Top one, wisdom, and the one next to it. Because the infection, I know I sound funny. The infection got onto the next tooth. No immediate medication required. Really very, very numb. I do have 3 sutures at the back from where the wisdom tooth was. Right now I'm sitting in the parking lot. Sorry for the air conditioner. Mum has just gone in to get some baby food and potatoes. I'm gonna be on soft foods for a while. That's the update, and now to let the healing begin. Can't rinse tonight, but tomorrow and thereon I can. Body, however, was feeling very shaky and dizzy. It was responding to the shock, even though I am still very numb. Obviously my body wasn't. I don't know what they do for America, but we just get numbed out, we don't get gassed out. It depends on what's being removed, I guess. So that's that update. I stopped talking as well. We put my gum through too much. So here's all the baby food and the potatoes. So I will be living off for a little while. Pretty sure the anesthesia, numbing drug and the balm is starting to wear off because I'm trying to swallow. There was like this little bit of pressure in my gums. If it does get a bit too much and bothersome, I will take some Panamax because I don't need that much high dose of painkillers according to dentist. I'm actually all good with that. Maybe I will still try to be able to swallow something if surprisingly it does get a bit too much. I'm also trying not to talk so much because I don't want to stress my gums out with the pressure of talking. Yes, there is pressure in the mouth that goes to talking. So our pool is finally getting cleaned, and according to my mum, it's going to be a 3-day process. Officially by the next day. successfully made it to Tuesday. Not that there was any complications. So right now, since it has been 24 hours, I can now salt water this. If you feel like a taste in the ocean, then you've done it right. But it still isn't right, so I'm going to do it again. Salt water taste anyway, be a little bit better this time. Okay, so we'll just wait until that salty, tasty feeling is gone, and then I'll get to brushing the front and this side of my mouth. The instructions say to mouth rinse after each meal, so I just ate some baby food, pear flavoured, fun fact. So next will obviously be lunch, rinse again, dinner, rinse again. And obviously when all the salty taste is gone, to also brush my teeth. I just got to avoid obviously this area. That's what any discomfort. Every time I do swallow saliva obviously, or even water, I do feel the pressure in my gums because obviously the anesthetic, I think that's what's called, has worn off. A little bit of discomfort is completely normal. However, if there's a little bit of concerning pain, then that's when I need to be a little bit more concerned. But so far, one day down, another day just begun. Day 3 of this. Yes, I will eventually change my clothes. Not the point. My power just got cut off. We are getting solar flares. Here I go again. We are getting solar panels installed. Heaven forbid we get a solar flare installed. Can't get it installed anyway, they're from space. Okay, so sorry for the dim lighting, but they cut the power out for whatever reason. They're still installing the solar panels. Anyway, so that will be the grinding sounds that you hear. So an update on my gums, or gum I should say. Last night, up until I got to sleep, which was about 2 in the morning, I didn't feel any pressure in the gums swallowing, but when I woke up, because I still have teeth grinding issues, my gum felt a little bit pressured again. But as of right now, swallowing now and again and having baby food for breakfast, there wasn't that much pressure feeling, like a little bit, but not like in the beginning. So my gum is just picking and choosing when to settle down. I do still take Panamax. Last night there was the faintest, not ping, but a very, very, very faint, actually pinching feeling. Obviously those are just healing pains or healing discomforts. Right now, there's no discomfort at all. There's the tiniest bit of pressure, the tiniest amount. And I would also show you what the gum looks like. And although there are teeth removal videos, so YouTube couldn't complain too much, I really wouldn't be able to see it if I did try to show you, so I should say that the scar is healing over quite well, really well. In fact, my gum is healing, well, it's probably just me almost back on my feet again, but from what I can figure, my gum is healing pretty quickly. Anyway, we're going to go shopping later, so it'll be good to get out of the house for a bit.
Until the very last hour, we still got a few more days to slay. It's gonna get so much louder. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all, lose it all, lose
now the power is back up and running and the solar system is now plugged in, or however you would phrase that. Just had my smoothie, which was about as close to baby food I was going to get. I don't want to rely on so many supermarket bought products, especially packaged. I want to still keep everything raw, so that's why I intentionally made a smoothie like baby food out of apples, mangoes, bananas. What else was there? Spinach and soy milk. So when I'm still getting my fruity fix, still getting my healthy fix, I'm still getting my food fix. Now to salt rinse. Now to salt rinse.
Remember.
Okay, so I'm more just like splattered in there, but this is my soup made. Okay, so let me just move my head around so that I'm not blocking the speaker, as I always seem to do. So day 4 of healing, well, we're on Thursday, so it's actually Monday was surgery, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Technically 3 days, but if you count Monday, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days. 3 to 4 days healing in, and my dentist said that the stitches will dissolve and break apart on their own when they're ready. Actually, I'll turn the camera around. Sorry YouTube for the graphics, but you have videos on there on your platform with tooth removal videos, so don't get at me for this. So hopefully you were able to see this. Hopefully you were able to see that. The very back stitch, I've only got 2 in there, but the very back stitch has separated in 2, and although my dentist said that his stitch will break apart on its own, and it's been 3 to 4 days, it shouldn't have broken apart this quickly. I should mention there's a little bit of a gap at the back of my throat, or the back of the gum. There was the wall of my mouth and where the tooth used to be. I don't want to get food caught up in there because that will also start to add on with problems. So my mum got me an appointment for tomorrow, being Friday at 12:45, so they can check it out, and I want to hear it from a dentist to say that there's nothing to worry about, it'll hold out, it'll heal nicely, or it tops up with, yeah, no, you need a new stitch. So I don't want to take any more chances with my gums. I mean, once you get your adult teeth and they come out, you're never going to get another chance. Yes, you can get dentures done, false teeth put in. That's that update, and I will see you guys whenever I do next. So as it turns out, the dentist, this other dentist I saw, same place as a different dentist, and my mum were correct. His stitch bursting open is actually completely normal any given amount of days. Are dissolvable, so they give away when they're ready, and clearly the first 3 to 4 days is when they were ready. I also learned something new about gums. Of course, once you have your teeth removed, I'm out of breath because I helped bring the bins up. Sockets from where your tooth used to be, they actually close from the bottom to the top, so the top is always the last to close. Okay, so squeamish alert. Sorry, block the camera a little bit, just moving my hand. This is what my gum currently looks like. So hopefully you were able to see that. The dentist, an Indian lady that I spoke to, she said I'm healing over very, very nicely. There's nothing to worry about. Like I said in previous clips, that the gums heal from the bottom to the top, so as long as I avoid rice and quinoa for a while, I stick to the baby food, the smoothies minus the ice blocks obviously, because I can't have cold things for right now, and homemade soups, or soups in general, but I prefer homemade. As long as I stick to all of those and keep salt water rinsing 3 times and just doing everything I have been doing thus far, I will have a beautiful healing. As stupid as it is also going to sound for those who haven't had their wisdom tooth extracted, but for those who have will definitely understand what I mean. I've also gotten my chewing confidence back. And I just thought I'd share how I'm brushing my teeth as of late. I will have to, listen on subtitle what I'm doing because the angles weren't so good, but I have managed to get a little bit closer to the end of the teeth without touching the wounds, or the healing wounds. But I've also got my chewing confidence back. I managed to eat some pesto pasta, and tonight I was still snacking, or feeling like a snack, so there is a hole in my wall. But the point for I ate a banana, but I managed to also keep the food on this side of my mouth, which I have been doing anyway even before the surgery. So tonight was my mum's birthday. She's now big, even though it is rude to announce someone's number, but so this was basically my outfit for the night. I did change back into these once we got back home because my mum was against leggings. So, but I was originally going to wear these plus boots, like what usually look like hiking boots, but in all black and leather, so a little bit classier. So these leggings plus this burgundy, dusty burgundy purple, clearly more purple than burgundy, but purple, like a dusty grey undertoned plum purple singlet top skivvy. Of course this leather, it's like no different to raincoat material, but it's obviously to give off that leather appeal. That was my outfit for tonight. Clearly do have in my Foxy Locks extensions. For makeup I did have my brows done and I still do, and a little bit of I think it was pumpkin pie or something to do with pumpkins from Dominique Cosmetics Latte Palette in the crease. Clearly a bit of mascara, and that's literally it for makeup. I wasn't going to bother with a whole glamorous full face. So yeah, I will of course share just a photo or two in a video that I took through Instagram. Selfies, photos, selfie is a photo. Selfies, videos, or it didn't happen. Hey guys, it is now a Monday, 2nd of Monday. Technically today is my mum's birthday. Yesterday was the dinner at a restaurant for the birthday dinner, which I doubt mum would have, well, they've only just gotten back half an hour ago, so I don't really know what time restaurants close. Maybe like 11:50 or so usually, but they would have been way too tired to go restauranting for birthday dinner, so hence Sunday. Everybody has available time. So we were there yesterday, but today is her official birthday. And on that note, aside from birthdays, I'm proud to now announce that I am back on a, well, I put myself back on it, but I'm back on a solid foods routine, nutrition. Still vegan, definitely still vegan. I mean, I couldn't be proud of myself, for getting back on track with veganism. I did give it a try once before for 1 week, but I wasn't very educated on it, and so many different cooked and put together salads later, and I just felt like I was not eating, so I was feeling unwell from it, like very low in energy, dizzy even. It's hard to get through workouts, but this time properly educated, using tofu, veggie burgers and veggie sausages as my landing base for meats. Obviously it's a supplementary meat, and with really good nutritional styles of cooking with the vegetables and making soups or solid foods, etc. Mashed potatoes. I'm more educated this time, and I am feeling, it's only been like a week and 1 day and I'm already feeling amazing from it. I feel so much better. Yes, I am recovering obviously from wisdom tooth surgery, but that aside, I was out of the fitness game for a little bit. I have so far done two yoga practices, one in my own time, the second one, which is what you guys would have seen on my Instagram story, Instagram in general, ages ago. And by the time obviously this vlog comes along, you will then have already seen that I have this video coming along, so hopefully you got a good sight of that. So my fitness level is slowly rising back up again. I'm not pushing it too hard too fast. I was out of the fitness game for a little bit, so I do mean a week, but it's amazing and crazy that before the surgery I wasn't doing much fitness because of the discomfort. I always told myself that the moment that the discomfort wore off or settled down from the Bonjela and the Panamax and the antibiotics, and not that I was relying on them, but the ironic thing is, in saying that, I had taken the 2 individual ones right before Monday, before the surgery, and that whole packet was then done. That's ironic. I was not relying on them half as much as what I used to back in the day. Yeah, I still managed to go through all of them. Only ever really took it just before going to sleep, really. So after I had just finished eating, it is now Wednesday. I should double check the dates. Be right back. It's December on a Wednesday. Just finished eating a tofu jungle scramble inspired by Boho Beautiful. Just casually doing my sea salt rinse. Washing down with some more water. I'll get on to brushing my teeth in a moment, but I couldn't help but feel that my stitch, the loose hanging stitch, had shifted a bit. But when I went to look, it was hanging down. I went to just scoop it back so it can stay out of the wound. I honestly don't know if the wound is supposed to look like this upon healing, but I'll try to show you. Hopefully you're able to see that quite well. I mean, the dentist said that I'll be healing over nicely, not to panic if the stitch gives way, because it's supposed to, especially if it is a dissolvable one. And the gum itself, it does heal from the bottom up, which I have said 3 times now. So I just wanted to share the update with you. I'm trying to tell myself not to panic. The body knows what it's doing when it's healing a wound. I'm just trying to remember at all, did my gums do this when I had my 2 spontaneous teeth removed? Stage before I got braces, or it's just a new thing that gums do that I'm just not used to, because like I said, it's the first time I've ever had essentially 3 teeth now taken out just to relieve off discomfort, and because the wisdom teeth, they got into trouble, so needed to have them removed. So just keep telling myself it's all part of it, you are fine, just as long as you eat and back on solid foods and making sure to chew on this side only. Some foods do still escape over here, but I am doing what I can where I can just to keep all the food onto the right side, and then sea salt rinse afterwards. And obviously just down more water. You can never go wrong with water. Brushing my teeth, of course, brushing just before the wound, obviously, which I'm still trying to figure out how to get behind the last tooth without obviously affecting the wound itself, but gum is healing nicely. It's just everything is a first impressions to me, and hopefully I'm still doing everything right. Hopefully the gum is doing it right. I mean, I have not had any complications at all, other than the minor scare with the stitches breaking free, but it was supposed to happen at least that quickly. Maybe it would have held on a bit longer, but some stitches do and some stitches don't. I've never gotten any other type of dissolvable stitch. I'm sure that they intentionally make it like that in the mouth. I'm obviously no orthodontist. I think that's the technical term for dentist. Anyway, that's the update. Finally, something kept brief. Okay, so hopefully I'm in good focus. Not that I can see where I'm going, but officially all stitches are out now. Dissolved and fell away on their own. So I am outside, just casually walking towards the bin. So I had to take the recycling out because the main bin for the main trash isn't out here. So update you on no more stitches in the mouth, but the gum is closing off nicely, and I will show you again in a moment. Okay, so epic bathroom lighting as well as my phone lights recording lighting. So that's how the gum is looking. Yes, there is a bit of a gap at the back, but I assume that it's supposed to be like that. As for the wound itself, it's stitch free and it is closing up really nice from the bottom up. Just the surface is the last to seal over, like I kept saying. So this was my update by the 5th, I believe, of December. Guys, so it's been a minute. So it's been a few days since I last updated, and yes, new haircut. Did it myself, as you would have already seen the video, DIY lob haircuts, or my perspective on a DIY lob cut. So it's been a few days, and I have stopped salt water rinsing. It's been official 3 weeks. I don't really see the point in salt rinsing anymore. But I've given it about 4 days rest and all good. Obviously still brushing my teeth. I am also back on the kombucha bandwagon. Really didn't want to touch the soft drink. Well, it's not really a soft drink, obviously. It's a supplementary soft drink, no different to sparkling water, but just obviously more flavoured. It is a 0 sugar, completely 0 sugar drink. It is again a alternative to a typical soft drink. Back on that bandwagon, and I was a little bit concerned that it might irritate the gum. You know, before the surgery, when I was drinking some of the kombucha, it was actually irritating the tooth and the gum itself. Point where I had to take one gel off all over again, the more Panamax, and well, I already explained about the painkillers. So I have sort of been breaking my way back into fitness as well, taking it nice and slow between yoga workouts and some MadFit ones. I did try with the Pamela Reif 15 minutes HIIT cardio one, but can barely get past the reverse lunges mix opposite leg kick without feeling like my shoulders are about to explode off my body due to the high tension. So I switched out for her latest ab workout instead. As you guys have already seen that video as well, if you've seen it of course. As usual, I will still show you what the gum looks like. There is something wedged into it. I don't know if it's just part of the healing itself or if I'm able to pick it out. I honestly don't know what it is, but I will show you anyway. I quickly took a squeeze in my closet mirror, obviously the outside, just to see how it was going in there, and something very weird in it, but I will try and gently pick it out with a toothbrush because I don't want to use a toothpick. Obviously, I do not want to cause myself bleeding. Only on very late third week of healing, so let's just quickly show you. Well, it definitely actually appears to be something wedged into the gum, but I'm sure that as the gum completely closes over at the top, it will push its way out because the gum does close from the bottom to the top. Hey guys, so it's been at least a few more days since my last, for lack of a better term, last clip that you saw, but my gums have practically completely healed. I'm now back right onto solid foods and confidently chewing on this side now. A little bit of food do still get stuck over there, but it's something that my tongue can't quickly dig out. I'll show you that. My mum just went past my window, startled me a bit. I can hear the walking, but this time she stuck up pretty quickly, not the point. So I will try to show you, what's going on back there. There's some pretty dodgy lighting, I could even tell. Apparently you still can't see it too well. Actually gone to the bathroom because there's much better lighting. My mum's now walking past with a hose. See if you can't see much better this time. I did not mean to cut off the video. Well, this about does it for my dental updates. I'll just go back to my room where it's less echoey. Okay, we're back in the room now. So gum is completely healed, which is good. I had 0 complications the whole way through. I'm actually really glad about that. It means that I'm going to be set up better long term for the rest of my life, I guess, without any complications and without any further reason to need to go to the dentist. All crisis is averted now. I did notice that there were some little pains here and there in the gums and other side, but I don't know what that was all about, but I haven't had anything too alarming or enough to make me freak out. So anyway, this was my whole end. That's just my bikini strap. A little bit of a lump in the strap, and I keep thinking I'm bleeding or something. Oh, still am. Sorry, this was my whole entire wisdom tooth surgery vlog. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm not saying that my experience will be the same as anybody else's or vice versa. I had my experience and that's why I decided to document it. So thank you all so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you all for my future videos. Bye bye. Side note, I really would have loved to show you what the wound looked like in the beginning, but I couldn't flex my jaw so well at the time. But I'm sure you can search up images of what freshly stitched up, sealing over wounds from wisdom tooth extractions look like on the internet, if you're ballsy enough to. But anyway, so I would have loved to have shown you, but not enough flexibility in the jaw just yet. But you've seen my gum every other time. This time, over and out.